To my first Wi-Fi battle here. My name is Phantom Star, and today we'll be doing a Wi-Fi battle against Taylor. Let's begin. Alright, Taylor leads off with his Mega Champ here, and I lead off with my Michelle. It's a nice mix-up for me, Of course, I'm going to start off by using Bounce. He's going to Mega Ball here. He's powerful. I wouldn't really start off with the Mega. It's just, I mean, it's not setting up here either here, so it's kind of pointless. I go for a Bounce here. This is gonna miss his Psychic. Now, Psychic on a special attacker was not a very good idea. He switches out here. Obviously, he knows how frail his Mega Champ is. Bounce comes down here onto his Angle Slash. Not gonna do anything because he's resistant. Still does a decent amount of damage, to be honest. I switch out here into my Sandstorm. Sandstorm's going to lead up with the Sandstorm, of course, which is going to be good for me since that's going to double my defense. He goes for a King Shoot here, not going to have any effects. I didn't really attack him that turn, so I switched out. He switches out here for my Earthquake, nice powerful Earthquake. Goes into his Sky Skull. I didn't really predict to watch anything was going to come in here. I haven't really written down his team, so I just went for a Crunch. Decent damage. His Toxic Orb activates here. I could have really, I didn't really need that to activate because now we have a huge threat here, We have a defensive Fly Score with a Toxic Orb to heal itself. It's not good for me. Just for a fast here, I haven't really seen that on a Sky Skull before. Did about half, which is nice and powerful. He goes for another one here. I hang on with red here and I go for Ice Beam. Since times 4, obviously going to take it out with the special attack of a. He goes down here, which is nice for me, and I also get buffeted here. It's going to put me on 5 HP, which is lucky for me here. And he goes in with his Boom. I go for a nice Beam here. I can't really do anything. I'm not going to really switch this out for revenge or anything, so I didn't really need it. So I just use it off as Death Water here, and he kills it with a nice Beam. I haven't really seen an Ice Beam on Boom before, but whatever. I die here, and I go into my Michelle here. Of course, he's not going to stay in, fearing my Drain Punch, and he's going to go into his Angle Slash, which is nice. Not for me though. I mean, this Angle Slash is a huge threat. I go for a Bulk Up. I wasn't really sure what he was going to do, so I just went for a Bulk Up. This Angle Slash is a huge threat. I switch out obviously here. I didn't really have U-turn. I want to add that onto my Angle Slash, onto my Michelle, because it'd be easier in this battle. I would have won it much quicker. I haven't won it before, have I? His Samurai goes for a Sword Stance here, and that sharply raises his attack, which is kind of annoying. He keeps doing it, he just keeps bringing it in, raising it. I mean, he didn't really have Sacred Sword in this, which was kind of, I wasn't sure why. He went for a King Shield or an Earthquake, obviously going to be blocked. He switches out here into his Haxorus. Now, Haxorus is a very, very, very good Pokemon, and it's a huge threat to my team because I haven't really got much to deal with it. So I just went for an Earthquake here, and I wasn't sure how much damage, but it did decent amount, about half with the Sandstorm as well. It's going to put him onto red next turn if he uses again. He goes for a Brick Break. I haven't really seen Brick Break on a Haxorus before, but he got a crit, which is lucky for him. I went for another one here, which was going to obviously kill him with the Sandstorm damage. Put him on, leave him on 1 HP, and that takes him out of here, which is nice for me. Nice. Huge threat down. He goes into his S here, which I wasn't really sure if it was Psychic or Dark, but he double switches back into his Boom, just because he has the Ice Beam on it. I know he has that Ice Beam on it, so I'm going to go for a Crunch here, and then switch out, of course, because he switched him. It's going to give him a not very good clean switch. So I switch out here, because I'm fearing that Ice Beam. I don't want to be hit by an Ice Beam. I guess send in my Higher. I haven't really seen a Surf on Boom before, but obviously he takes me down to about half, which is because of Mean Chow. Hasn't really got much good defense, but it's going to deal a lot of damage. He's quite frail, Mean Chow, but he's got a really good attack. I go for a Drain Punch, not going to affect him, of course, because Ghost. I switch out here, go into my Sandstorm. He's obviously going to go for another Sword Stance for some reason. I mean, he doesn't have Sacred Sword in this. He should have predicted that pretty well. Sacred Sword, it might have completely changed the battle, to be honest. If he got to Sacred Sword, it would have took down the hitbound, which would have been... he would have destroyed me. He switches out here because he knows that he can't do anything, and I've got everything against him. Earthquake and Crunch. He switched into his Boom. I think he switched in his Death Slaughter because he didn't really have anything else to go into. He wanted a clean switch, and now he gets a clean switch into whatever he wants to. So he switched into his Xena. Of course, Xena's quite frail. It's not going to really take much. I take this Ice Beam pretty well, Ice Punch pretty well here, leaving me on 5 HP, which I was like hanging on. Eat this up for me, Xena. Eat this up. That's going to do about third damage. That was quite, to be honest, with the Sandstorm damage, it turned him around to about third. He goes for an Ice Punch here. I'm not going to eat this up because I'm on like 1 HP. That's going to send me out. I wasn't really going to switch out with a like 1 HP headband. Would have been a terrible idea. He gets buttered again, just slowly taking him down. I send into my Politoed here, which is going to do quite a lot of damage if he doesn't switch out. So he obviously switches out knowing that, well, I could cleanly hit him out, since how frail he is. I go for a Surf here. I didn't really have much on this Politoed, so I wasn't really sure what to go for. It's quite a decent amount of damage, to be honest. Not as much as I'd hoped, but it's okay. Eat this up for me, Frog. Eat this up. Look at that eat up. Look at that special defense. Look at that special defense. Eating it up. I go for an Earthquake here. That's going to do... It's going to send him down to about third. He gets an Energy Wall. I'm going to eat this up because I am a Frogger. Can I have never? Give me never. Special defense falls here. Didn't really matter, to be honest. I go for a Surf. I'm going to put him on about low HP, red. Goes for another Energy Ball. I'm not going to eat this up because I'm on really low. But it just shows how especially defensive Politoed is. People completely underestimate him. I send into my Mienshao. I know that I'm faster, so I'm obviously going to finish him out. He goes for a priority Sucker Punch. Good on his part. It's only dealing a little bit of damage. Didn't really matter. Didn't really do anything to the battle. Looking for a Bounce. He's not going to stay. He's obviously going to stay in here. He can't really do anything. I mean, he's not going to switch out with really low HP on his Pokemon unless he wants Death Slaughter, and there wasn't really much to do Death Slaughter with. So he does here. And then he sends into his Samurai, which, of course, I'm not going to stay in because it's a Samurai. No way. I go into my Turbo Blaze. Absolutely going to destroy him with an Eruption. Absolutely. He goes for a Shadow Sneak, just doing quick damage. I mean, it's priority, but it did quite a lot, to be honest. I mean, considering that it just came in, he just neutral damage. Anyway, I get leftovers here, and he uses King Shield. I think he's just scouting my moves using King Shield, or he might just be being a complete dickhead, to be honest. I get the lefties heal again here, and he switches out. I mean, he's gonna go into his Medicham because he knows that this eruption is gonna completely destroy him. I mean, look at this. Mate, look how cool that is. That's gonna knock him out. No way he's holding on with that. Just shows how frail he is. I get my lefties. I'm probably gonna be full HP if he's not careful. My leftovers. He goes back into his Samurai, his last Pokemon here. I go for an Eruption. He's not going to survive an Eruption from me. That's going to take him out. And then I got crit there. I don't think the crit really mattered. It might have, but I had other Pokemon, so it wouldn't really matter here. So that was the end of the battle. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did. There should be more Wi-Fi battles and whatever. Put in the comments what you want me to do in the future. I mean, I can do Nuzlockes, I can do Wonderlocks if you want me to. I'll try and organise with some other YouTubers, hopefully, when I get more subscribers and everything. Hope you enjoyed this battle, and peace out, guys.